budget travellers, welcome back. First episode of 2024. I thought it was about time we got the boat out, got the boat back on the river. So we are hunting Murray cod. It is prime season for cod. You couldn't get much better weather. What is it? Water's about 21 degrees, so classic cod bait. Your cheese, a bit of mozzarella left over from cod opening weekend, but block cheese. That one I caught when we were down the river in the Spacia. I think I just had a bit of sliced cheese I made into little squares, and then the old bait sock, which is very handy for keeping that bait on the line, because yabbies, crayfish, shrimp, everything loves to nibble on it. So it's always best to keep it refrigerated. So I suppose first things first, the first time this boat's fired up since Easter 2022. So it took a bit. It took a bit. Went out, done some doughies, come back. It kept on losing prime, so I think it just needed to get some moisture into the carby, loosen everything up, soften everything up. And now, touch wood, it seems to be running all right. I normally only ever go upstream anyway, just in case there is a boat issue, especially when I'm by myself. But get this in. Bit of a heavy rig for the poor old little bait caster, but we'll see how it goes. So, excuse the cough. I'm one family member decided to come to Christmas dinner with the flu, a version of the flu, not China flu, but you're going to knock that on the head. Oh, you come over here then if you want to be on TV. There you go. There you go. So, today is Sunday, my last day of my 2 weeks off from work, 2 and a bit weeks off from work. So, haven't been camping, haven't been out. I've only rode the bike once. I went to town to get some supplies, but this time of year it's the holidays for a reason, and this is what the local creek, well, not local creek, but a creek in the area looked like, with all the riffraff from Melbourne coming up. So it's the holiday season. Everyone else has their holidays. I just stayed home, done some work to the Colorado that I'll show you in a minute, and yeah, just relaxed on me time off. First up, I want to apologise for the last video up on Tonchi Hill. In the editing bay again, if I ever sit there and babble on for 20 minutes, because the boat's moving, I'll just delete the video and you won't see it at all. But going into 2024, going to try and keep the videos a bit more streamlined, a bit more concise. Although this one's going to have a little bit of talk in, it's not going to be that long either. So I did ask in that last video if anyone had any questions for me, the channel, whatever else. Andrew had a cracker. Why the fluoro? Every single video I think I've released, which that Donchi Hill one, if you take the opening credits I posted, and the very first video of the FJ out of the channel listings, that was episode 100, so, or video 100. So we ended off, fish just jumped there. We ended off 2023 with we've hit the milestone, hitting the 100 videos. But yeah, in those 100 videos, Andrew asked why the high vis. Most of the jobs I've had, I've required high vis, and haven't had uniforms purchased for me. There's a duck there, Roxy. Plus, matter of going to Kmart, they're $8 each, or the reject shop, and buying 10 of them at the start of a year, and just, as you can see, I've been welding in this one. It's full of holes, grinding. They're no good for that sort of stuff, but they're just cheap. Wear them, and when they're buggered, get rid of them. But the other main reason too, especially going all the way back to season 1 and into season 2, there was a lot of times I'd do pickup shots. The cooking segments weren't on the trips that I was cooking in, so it was sort of a behind the scenes, I need to turn around, behind the scenes sort of continuity thing. Just I could go to the cupboard, get a high-vis shirt. I didn't have to worry about if there was a shirt in the wash that I had on that trip or anything like that. So that's why the high-vis. And even now that I'm back in driving trucks, I haven't got a uniform, but even if I just wore neat casual clothes, the places I go to, you still need to have high-vis on there. So instead of having to throw a vest on every time you get somewhere, I'll just wear the high-vis. It's as simple as that. And I've got, probably got a dozen shirts in the wardrobe at home. But go camping, just grab 5 of them, throw in a bag, some shorts and socks, and go. So we'll see what happens. I might get adventurous and buy some more themed clothes or something for upcoming trips. But yeah, for the meantime, it's easy. It's just easy. So I've just had to turn around. You keep an eye on these rods. There's nothing worse than having fish bite and you're not realising it. The next minute your bait's gone. So we are moving around a bit. Anyway, well, I did have a question. I apologise, I can't recall who asked it now. There was a question a couple episodes ago about getting out four-wheel drive and that sort of thing in the Colorado. It is something I want to do again. I think I mentioned last video in all that dribble. I really want to get a winch put on the front of it before I go out and start doing that sort of stuff solo, because it makes that little bit of help if you do get stuck. I haven't done a lot of four-wheel driving in that Colorado yet, so not 100% familiar with its capabilities. I don't want to get into a situation where I can't get out of. And having that winch, even though I never used the winch on the patrol for getting myself out of trouble, I used it once on the FJ, and we're actually following a single track through the bush up a ridge, and it was that tight we had to get one wheel up on a big rock and the other one had to pop up over a log, and we just couldn't get to do it, and I didn't want to do a CV, so I ended up getting the winch and block and tackle around a tree about that big just to get that FJ up that little single track. Which anyone on bikes that ride single tracks, imagine driving a FJ Land Cruiser and a GQ Patrol wagon up them. It was good fun. I wish I'd filmed it, because sadly it's something I can't do anymore. So again, yes, another long story short. Waffle, I need a waffle bell. Yes, I do want to get out and do some four-wheel driving. The whole reason you get a four-wheel drive is just to go to a little bit further places than people in cars can, especially when you're camping. So yes, I'm going to be doing some four-wheel drive trips this year. get some stuff back on this. If you're not in the snags, you're not where the cod are. So the saying goes, or something along those lines. Anyway, what? Don't scare all the fish away, Roxy, otherwise you'll stay home next time. You and Spots can stay home together. So what else is going on channel wise? At this point in time, getting another motorbike to do trips on is pretty much on the back burner. No. Oh no, shaky. Hmm? Potato. I'll put this over there then. That. You go there. So yeah, really I need to go back to work. Well, it's been good having this 2 weeks off. The old bank balance has felt it severely, so it's January's pretty much going to be out. Because we've got a straight day. It's another long weekend coming up soon, so I'll just whatever trips I do on the bike are just going to be on the Benelli. I'll just have to won't be too extreme off-road with them. So and also I suppose for the foreseeable future, most of the videos are just going to be like this. They're going to be a day trip. Humidity sucks. This last week's been real humid. I'm not laying in a tent out in the bush getting to rate my mosquitoes. Sweating my ass off. That's why I prefer winter camping. I'll go out -4, get up in the morning, make a coffee in the frost, all that sort of thing. I'll do that. That's much more desirable than dealing with humidity. So we're going for probably until March, so it might only be 2 videos, might be 3. I'm going to try and keep to 1 video a month for now, and see how that goes. Like as I said last video, the Denali Dodgy Hill trip, the Corryong Vintage Rally, playing in the Pines, camping in the Pines, and the Black Swan Anna Branch were all consecutive weeks. And while it was doable, if I did want to go full time with this, it'd be even easier. But just a lot of time editing, cross-eyed, editing, all that sort of stuff, and then just try and upload the videos as well. So we are going to pull videos back. They will be under an hour, and probably going to be less cooking in each video. If I do go camping and cook something, you'll get it the week later as a separate video, like I've been doing. Just because some people, obviously, some of me cooking videos got more views than the trip itself, and vice versa. So you obviously can't keep everyone happy, but I'm trying to keep as many of you as happy as I can. And speaking of keeping you happy, keeping myself happy. Some of the comments I got for the Dodgy Hill trip from you guys were great. Just it's what I needed, because again that Falls Creek video's only got, I think it's 28 views now, which is just weird. You might be able to notice in the background too, there is rain coming. I've been looking on the radar, watching it. I don't want to get a wet ass, so I haven't gone too far from the boat ramp. So I've got her in the eyelet. So we'll throw these in, about 20 minutes. Normally I only sit in each spot for about 20 minutes, and yeah, so we might get one more spot in. It's funny with views and that. I say it's not important, but I just started another channel. Not going to share it here just yet. Just working out the logistics of it. But one video, it was just under an hour, has already got, it's got that channel already over 100 subs in 4 days. 4 days it's been up. 100 subs, 5,000 views, and like 200 likes and about 35 comments. So it's one. I think if you want to start on YouTube, I think you just got to find that niche. This hasn't been it. The sister channel with me drone photography definitely hasn't been it. It's been sitting at 300 subs for about 4 years. So come on, just bite. This is when you want to be on the water, when the storms and that. They're estimated 60 to 80 millimeters of rain today. So again, I don't want to get a wet ass, but yeah, just find your niche. There's no, look what others have done. I've mentioned other channels I watch in the last video. There's even some of the four-wheel drive channels, four-wheel drive camping channels and that I've watched. It same thing, just sort of look what others have done, what others are doing, and just see if you can add something extra. If you can't add anything extra, if you're just going to go out, sit in the boat for 20 minutes trying to fish, then you may as well sit at home and watch Fishing with ET or whatever whatever fishing shows are on nowadays. I don't watch normal TV anymore, so I don't know what's on, but yeah. Go out and copy everyone else and you're not going to get very far. And that's coming from the expert here with 300 subs. And I love all 300 of yous, even if 80% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. What's with that? I suppose quickly while I wait for the fish to bite, excuse me, I need to get up. Whip this up in about 2 days. I've been wanting to put a center console or a side console in this boat just to store stuff, mount the fish finder so it wasn't sitting here beside me in the way. And I had this old ammo tin in the shed, so I decided to bolt it to the seat, and that way it's all waterproof inside then. So GPS fish finder, plotter, not plotter, it's just your Garmin BCF job, next model up from the cheapest one. So I think this was about $580, which is a lot of money for a GPS a GPS plotter, fish finder. I only ever use fish finders for GPS function for knowing your water depth. So because there's nothing worse getting into a spot and finding the you're only sitting in the metre of water. So but on top of that, I'll move the phone out of the way. Solar panel, it does say BP solar on it. Got this from the scrapyard. The wires have been pulled out of the back and there was only about that much of each wire sticking out. I was managed to solder positive and negative on that, but so you can use that as a little cutting board, chopping board, whatever else, or yeah, it's charging the battery anyway. So open it up, and then in here we've just got junk. Gas cooker, car keys, a little battery in there as well. Doesn't take up bugger any room, but just got some carpet in that, and yeah, something quick and easy for I hate the double hinge roof lid on them, but oh, get out of the way, Roxy. The one good thing about that is take the GPS. I don't know what I keep calling GPS because it's Garmin probably. Take the fish finder off, throw in there when you're not using the boat during the week and whatever else. I might get a bag or something to put over it just to keep the sun off the mount and the wires coming out. But once we get to winter, 4 screws, whip it off and just sit in the shed with a trickle charge on that battery, or just leave it in the spot on the veranda where the sun can get it each morning to charge up, and that'll be right until next summer then. So yeah, just like the Colorado, just throwing stuff together that I've got at home, stuff I've collected, hoarded from the scrapyard. Whip that up and it doesn't cost you a cent. Well, I did just have a strike, but unfortunately, yeah, this shithead, you're cold, you're sucked in, decided to go over the front of the boat. So while the rod went bang, I was trying to catch her to put her back in the boat. So we'll chalk that loss up to you, dog, which means you might not be coming next time. So those skies getting darker, the wind's starting to pick up, so we're not going to be far off ending this one out. Problem, it feels cooling off now. It's even worse when you when you're wet. So we're just downstream from Howlong here in southern New South Wales. On the other side, this little horseshoe here was actually some of the houses that banked down off the town. So probably a reason why this section of the river's not fished that often. There was a heap of boats lined up over there in a little jetty, so I dare say the residents have fished in here a fair bit. So we'll go and give it 15-20 minutes and see if this one comes back. Otherwise we might start heading back towards the boat ramp and check a couple of spots out down there. Oh, it's a shame. I had packed some food. I was going to cook a bit of lunch, but come on, grab it. The approaching rain has shortened my day, so that's all right. I was just wanting to get out, get some fresh fuel into the boat motor, and get home and pull the carby apart and give it a bit of a once over, because I've got a blister from pull starting the bloody thing so many times. That's why you persevere with old clapped out motors. It's the charm, it's the noise, but it's the hassle as well. So. But as I said, that hasn't ran since Easter of 2022, so I should have got it going at home and got fuel in it and gave it all a clean new set of plugs, everything else, but didn't. I just put it on the trailer and towed it down the river, and haven't even got a fish to thank you for it. So alright, because a couple have asked. We'll do a quick look over the Colorado before we pack up. Oh, I hate that, it's too low. So basically the green army box I had on the roof has all been condensed into that one bag. Just gives me a little bit more space and takes some weight off the top roof rack. So all my cutlery, cooking stuff, condiments, all that is in that one canvas bag now. So we've still got the backpack that's got all the plates, that sort of thing, cups in it, a chair the other way, and the big table, which will sit out here. Now, one thing I did do, it's hidden, of course. I made a shelf to go up here between the edge of that and the top little recess like that there. It's on this side, so shelf there. Got another container up there. Enough paper towel to drown a battleship. And I've got back me little table I built for the patrol. It just comes out, put some notches in the back and goes there, so I can just set up that little table if I want to make a coffee quickly or something like that. And I've got the paper towel rack on the bottom side of it as well, that there, and then the hole for that just lives in there. Chopping board, always handy to have a set of grips here for your most of my frying pans haven't got handles, so just made that little duvlacky to hang there. And then we've just got some spare bottles and the garbage bin. I've only got this roped in now because I've been driving around without all the other stuff in. Once I have all this stuff in, that'll probably be undone, and then it'll probably be over here. Just it's the first thing that comes out, first thing to go back in. So that's basically it. Got the toaster there. I've also I had these lights in here from as far back as the Maui trip, but they all just bundled up in this one side because it froze out plenty of heat. But what I've done, I've started at the front corner of the B pillar there, come all the way around, and I've just got that torch, old army torch there with the remaining wrapped around it. So then when I set the 2.5 by 2.5 awning up, it's just a matter of unhooking that off there, and I can reel that out and have it hooked up to under the awning as well, so I've got lights for all that. But yeah, so that's the current setup in the back. I didn't end up getting a bed put in here. That's going to come later, just to level it off a bit so I don't have to park uphill, but that'll come later. The other thing I wanted to do, that I mentioned in the last video, is make some shelving. Hello rocks. Make some shelving or that sort of thing up the front, and I've made something. So basically we've got a milk crate that's got a strap going down around the back of the seat and back up to hold it there. Milk crate open on this side so I can still drone in there, still throw stuff in there, and then above it I had these purchased for the patrol and never used them, but just some storage here, head torch and that sort of stuff will go in there as well. On this side, obviously the front one is pointing towards the driver's side, and then just had this bit of checker plate folded up, again from the scrapyard. Tie you up. That chain's there so she can't go further forward than that, but at least that way now you can look out the window, can't you? Yeah, you can look out the window, and then I've still got enough space there. I'll show you in a minute when I get to the other side, but that's the passenger side. And then around here on the passenger side, driver's side I should say, just got a couple of the Molly army pouches. Obviously that's got rapid deploying GoPro at the moment, but I can put all sorts of stuff in that. I haven't got anything in at the moment. Front one here is just power cables, various power cables, and a head torch. Again, you can put anything in that. And why is that not going? There it goes. Just never done that before. And then our back one is just random shit, earplugs. After Corryong, I've got about 30 bucks in change at any given time in this thing, just so I don't have another issue with ATM cards. And again here, I can get into there, get into the glove box, still allow the seat to move forward for when I've got the bed in the back, give me a bit more room. You look impressive up there, don't you? You look very impressed. Yeah. And there'll be those who'll say, well, isn't that in the way of the airbag? Well, if the airbags go off and the car's a write-off, and I might not be in one piece anyway, so that's that. And then all I have to do is undo that strap, undo the seatbelt, and it comes straight out, so it's not permanently fixed. I can still throw the partner or a child or any passenger in here as well, so that's handy. And then I can also just sit the UHF handle up there and get it away. I've moved that, it was there, which was a pain because I used to rub on it. Now I've got it up under there where it should have been to start with. So that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to double check I've got the boat tied on. Yeah, short little video starting off 2024 without a fish. But gonna get down and enjoy this summer weather the best I can on the water, going after the fish, and probably not so many overnight camping videos away. So something different for summer, the Budget Adventure Show summer edition, if you will. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the water in the next one, or on the bike, we'll see.